Hey, welcome back for some more kundalini education, I guess. Um, Today I wanted to talk about the alchemy of awakening. The alchemy of awakening. I've talked about this before in a lot of ways, but in each cell, there's this alchemical process, and then in the chakras, there's this alchemical process, and it is the necessity of bringing the poles together. So if you know the idea of the chakras and the positive and negative poles needing to combine into one, so we have Ida and Pingala, right? The negative and the positive, sun and the moon that move up the spine. The goal of the awakening is to merge them into the central column, into Sushumna. So at each chakra point, at each energy center, vortex in the body is a part of our consciousness, a part of our psyche that's needing to be integrated, that's needing to be alchemized. And that means the negative and positive components of it are needing to be held with equal honor, is the best way I can feel to say it. So if you are working for chakra issues, you're wanting to get out of poverty consciousness into abundance, the idea is to be able to hold abundance and poverty simultaneously with the same charge. So the same, not preferring one over the other, if you will, which is tricky because of course you do. But in that ability to hold those charges together, they create the alchemical charge of 1 + 1 = 0. That's the alchemy. Positive plus negative cancels each other out, and a new reality is accessed that has got elements of both, but is something completely different. And that's what you're looking for in each cell and each chakra. Is you're not going, I'm going from poverty to abundance, even though when we talk about the evolution of the chakra, it seems like we are doing that. But if you went back to some of those videos where we talk about the evolution of the heart chakra or of the root, and we go from tamasic to sattvic, the understanding still exists that even in a sattvic state, you are not without tamas and rajas. You are not without the totality of all the elements or the gunas. They are what make you up. So when you get to that place of alchemical integration, you're not without the positive and negative poles. They've combined into oneness. They've reintegrated. So now you contain the elements. So a cool way of thinking of this maybe is, look at the benefits of being without, and then look at the detriment of having, so that you can find the opposing poles in each one of those experiences. So if you're like, I don't want to be poor, I want to be rich. Well, what are the benefits of being poor? What are the positives to that? Maybe humility. You learn to live simply. Maybe you learn to not want. Maybe you're more compassionate and caring of others. These are positive qualities of poverty. And then you can also say, well, the negative ones are, I can't afford things, or I don't have what I need, or, it's limiting me. But you've looked at both the positive and negative. And then you can do that with being rich. Like, what are the downfalls to being rich? Well, maybe I start to treat people badly, or I'm more stuck up, or I forget who I was, and there are downsides too. Of course, the positive sides are I can do anything I want, I have financial freedom, blah, 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 but both of them have both polarities. So when we can hold them in our bodies simultaneously, and we can do this with any experience. If we're experiencing pain, can we hold pleasure and pain together? If we're holding sadness, can we hold sadness and happiness together? And when we do this, we alchemize. We create an alchemical experience where our reality transforms, and this is also accessing a quantum state. So in the Newtonian physics sort of reality that we live in, third, fourth dimension, we're really just dealing in duality, and that's also pre-Kundalini awakening. And then as we awaken and embody this life force, we become more quantum, more multidimensional, multifaceted, able to hold multiple realities and possibilities simultaneously in our minds, in our cells, in our vehicles, right? And that is the kundalini. We're holding the positive and negative charge in equal degree. That's what causes the alchemical change. That's what causes a change in our experience of reality. And suddenly, what you may have heard, the third option arises, where you're not poor or rich. A third option arises. That's something that this Aquarian, Uranian era that we're entering into more fully is all about, is the surprise. As Alan Watts, who I love very much, says in one of his dialogues, the only true reality is the surprise. The only true reality is the surprise. So I'll leave you with that today. If I can help you with anything personally, please get in touch with me. Website and emails below. Otherwise, have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.